What's up, everyone? It is Jessica. Welcome in if you're new. I haven't done a Dollar Tree haul in a hot minute, and I have some amazing things I found, things that I've never seen there before, but then also things that I always like stock up on there that I wanted to share with you guys too. So we've got a lot. I actually only have like 1 or 2 beauty items. Everything else is non-beauty. If you are new to my channel, I do a lot of like makeup videos. That's one of my favorite things in the world. But quite frankly, I looked at the makeup section and I feel like it's so hit or miss. Right now, it was very much miss. Like they were just like a handful of like LA Colors stuff that I'd already tried, and that was about it. So I did find one good item though. All right, well, let's go ahead and start with the beauty item. So it was LA Colors brand, and there was this highlighter, and I wanted to swatch it. It says it's in the shade Glow Time. And of course, if you didn't know, everything at the Dollar Tree is $1. So this was $1. LA Colors can be very hit or miss. This is a pretty big pan though. Wow. So it looks a little bit, it's definitely super icy. I don't know how much I'm gonna love this. Let's just try it. I kind of did my classic like reapplying some makeup on top of my makeup from earlier today. Ooh, look at that though. It definitely adds like a punch. You do not need a lot. But that's like actually kind of nice. I don't know that it's like my favorite highlighter in the world, but it definitely does the job that a highlighter does. And I think it looks good as long as you're like careful with it. Cause I could see if you like applied a lot, you'd be like, that was too much. Okay, LA Colors. So the entire reason I went into the Dollar Tree at all was because we were out of a couple things. One of them is my favorite toothpaste, which is the Crest 3D White Stain Eraser. I've been using this for maybe 2 years now. It's my favorite. I really think that it's what helps me get like coffee stains, tea stains and stuff out of my teeth. I always bought them at the regular store, and I heard Taylor Wynn, who also loves this, say that she found it at the Dollar Tree, and I was like, what? So it is like a smaller version of it, but it's still only $1, and I'm pretty sure if you break it down, you know, per ounce, this is still a much better deal. So that is awesome. I'm excited to have this because I legitimately am like on my very last squirt, I think, tonight. So that worked out. So if you haven't tried it, I'm telling you, it's my favorite toothpaste. It is, I think it is the most effective at whitening. Okay, one of the things I was maybe the most excited to find were these ponytail holders. So they're from the Scoonchy, am I even saying that right? Brand. And they're exactly the kind I like, where they almost feel like pantyhose and they're crazy stretchy. Now it only came 4 in a pack, so I'm like, okay, is that really a good deal for $1? But I just love this kind. I got 1 pack of the black and 1 pack of like the pink and gray. I also think it's cute that it's like kind of like a, not woven design, but like whatever you would call that. I think that's really pretty. I would say definitely keep your eyes peeled. Of course, Genevieve was with us, so she saw this and was like, I want that. We were like, okay, we got her a couple other things too, I'll show you, but tissues just to keep in her room. That's kind of nice to have on hand, and of course, frozen. Okay, I thought this was really cute. A reusable bag from there, and it was of course $1, and it says Mother Earth thanks you, and I thought that was so cute. We tend to use reusable bags. I know for a while we like weren't allowed to bring our reusable bags in. I'm pretty sure everywhere I shop now we can, so we can get back into that. But I thought this was a really cute one, and it's just that classic material that a lot of the like reusable bags are, but really cute one. It's kind of like a medium size. It's not super big, but it's not tiny, so that'd be a good size to have. Coffee filters, we almost always buy there because it's a really good deal for, you know, a ton of coffee filters. We don't have to buy these often because we use 1 a day and there's 150. So like twice a year we end up buying one. But definitely a good spot to pick them up. I've always tried, you know, like the reusable kind, but it affects the taste of the coffee. I'm totally convinced it does, so that's why we still use paper filters. So a kitchen item, I love having a really small cutting board that is dishwasher safe that I can throw right in there. If I'm just cutting something really quickly, we have in our kitchen like a really big, nice cutting board that's wooden, and we have to like treat it and stuff. We love it and we use it for most dinners, but if I'm cutting one small thing like a tomato and it makes such a mess on there, I like having something this size to just be able to cut it on there. All the juices just stay on here. I can rinse it, stick it in the dishwasher and call it a day. Honestly, half the time I don't even need to dishwash it. So this is perfect. It's such a good size. You can hang it if you have a little hanger for that. Oh, I'm excited to show you these. So I'm a big fan of Stemless wine glasses, and they have these there and they feel really nice for $1 each. So I just bought a set of 2. I want to say that we have 2 at home, but only 2. And so like if we ever have anyone over, it's nice to have, you know, a set of 4. So honestly, the next time I go back, I might buy a couple more because these really are so well made, and I feel like it'd be nice to have like a set of 8 of them. You know what I mean? Another thing in the kitchen area that I was so excited about is this Betty Crocker scraper spreader. The reason both me and my husband were excited about it is because it's such a unique double-sided shape. And like this right there, I feel like will be really good to get to the bottom of like a peanut butter jar or something like that that's a little harder to get out. I feel like this is gonna be perfect. It's pretty firm, so it's not gonna bend too much while you're doing that, but then it also has the other side. So this is such a good find. If you can get your hands on it, I would definitely recommend it. I feel like it's one of those things that, you know, we have regular spatulas, but we don't really have anything that does what this hopefully will do. Fingers are crossed. So another thing we had run out of is the LA's Totally Awesome spray. This is kind of one of those cleaners that's all purpose, and y'all, this stuff works. You're supposed to dilute it, but it literally says it removes bloodstains, grease, wine. Why is bloodstain the very first thing? Liquor, gum, oil, glue, coffee, pet stains, some inks, fresh paint, varnish, hair dye, food stains, grape juice, berry juice, and many more. It says it's got no acid, no ammonia, no bleach. It's non-flammable. That's wild because it definitely has a strong smell. So you might even consider honestly wearing a mask while using this because it's strong, but it really, really works. And it's $1, and it takes us forever to run through this. So definitely, if you're at a Dollar Tree, worth looking at. But on that same vein, we got the Works toilet bowl cleaner. My husband swears this stuff is just the best toilet bowl cleaner that's ever existed. I don't totally notice a difference between them, but he swears this one's better. So we did pick this up, and I think we were out of ours. And then I grabbed a soap. They had some antibacterial soap. This is actually Soft Soap brand. I don't think it has like a super strong smell. Yeah, it just smells like classic soap, but it's always good to have this on hand, you know. Obviously for a while there, it was really hard to find antibacterial soap. So I like having a couple like kind of on backup at home. All right, some things we always buy at the Dollar Tree. Gift bags. We try to reuse them over and over again, so we always have kind of a stash, because if we're giving it to someone that's just like family or something, usually we'll fold the bag back up and like give it back to whoever gave it to us, because I think most people reuse them over and over again. But most of the ones we have are like baby ones from like showers and stuff like that, or they're Christmas ones, but we really don't have a lot of like ordinary ones like for birthdays or for whatever. So I got some smaller ones like this, and then I got some that are a little bit larger. Look how pretty these colors are. Just always good to have on hand. They have so many different ones. And also it's an awesome place to go for like party supplies. They have like everything you could ever need, an entire aisle of like party supplies, and you'd save a lot of money. I feel like I am flying through this. I need to like take a breath. Speaking of, we like to have some balloons on hand for like parties and stuff. So we got a little pack of multicolored balloons. I also stocked up on cards. So I got kid birthday cards, and then I got some other ones that would be more appropriate for like grown-ups, if you will, that are like funny. And so they're all generic enough that we could use them for different people, but it's always nice to have on hand because I feel like the second I need a birthday card, I don't have them. So it's nice to just have a little stash that I can go through so I don't have to like run out just to get a card. Plus, cards are weirdly expensive. These are like 2 for $1. So it is the way to go for sure. If you are not buying your cards at the Dollar Tree, you are doing it wrong, I promise. I also grabbed these. I liked that they were containers that had lids. I'm not exactly sure how I'm gonna use these yet, but I feel like there have been a couple times in the past few months as I've been organizing things both here and like in my daughter's room that I'm like, dang, I just need a small little container with a lid, and this would have been perfect. So for $1, I'm like, absolutely, I'm buying these. So I'm sure I will find a way to use them. But honestly, our little sewing kit is overflowing. I might consider moving it to this because the thing we have it in is just absolutely, we have not been able to shut it in years. So that's all of the adult stuff, if you will. Now everything else is for my kiddo. We kind of spoiled her at the Dollar Tree. Some of this I'm saving for like a future road trip, and you'll see which ones those are. And then other things I'm just kind of saving until it's like a rainy day and we're bored inside, and I'll pull one of these out. This one, I always used to buy at the Dollar Tree as a kid. It's a little fake money thing. She has been super into playing store, you know, she got a little fake grocery cart and we'll go shopping. So I thought this would be really fun for her to have and be able to play with the fake money. And then over time, as inevitably we lose all of these, it's not a big deal. She was the most excited about this, a little magnifying glass, because she's been super into talking about, I'm gonna spy on something, or I'm gonna spy for something if she's like looking for something. So we bought that. We might open that tonight, honestly. She's been talking about it a lot. These I'm gonna save for a future road trip, these little color forms. I did not know what these were until you guys, I had this like re-stickable thing from Melissa and Doug. And a lot of you guys were like, oh my gosh, that's just like the color forms I used to have as a kid. And I'm like, what? So I looked it up, and that's what these are. Then I found them at the Dollar Tree. So I got one that's frozen. Basically, it's like little scenes, and the stickers are literally re-stickable on the pages it comes with. So I got Disney Princess one and then some Frozen ones. She is gonna freaking love that. So also grabbed some stickers just to have. Again, these are like the best for like little rewards for doing, like sometimes if she's super brave, like today at the doctor, for example, she was very brave. It was a rough time. and she was very brave. So it's nice to like be able to come home and be like, hey honey, you were so brave today. Here's some stickers to play with, stuff like that. So I like having these on hand. I was just gonna get these, the princess and the Mickey ones, because it's a couple sheets of each. Of course, she was looking and she goes, oh, I want those, because they're like, you know, shimmery, and so I was like, okay. Also, this little book, Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Tyler and I were talking about it. It's a little pop-up. I was like, I don't think she knows this story. I don't think we've ever, because I know we don't have this book and we've never told her a story. So I was like, that's perfect. A little bedtime story we can read her. And then, oh my gosh, Dollar Tree for coloring books. Definitely the move. I had gotten into a really bad habit of like printing out over and over again coloring pages for her, and it was getting crazy. So I'm like, I need to just be better about making sure we have coloring books on hand. Because really the pictures I was always printing were like Mickey Mouse Clubhouse ones. So that is perfect. I think that's everything. Wasn't it a weird mix of stuff? I know. I feel like looking at everything, I'm like, it was such an odd, I remember kind of giggling as we were like checking out the other day, because I'm like, this is the weirdest grouping of things, but it was all stuff we either needed for one reason or another, were out of, or they were just fun stuff like the toys. If you enjoyed this style of video, a Dollar Tree haul, let me know by giving it a thumbs up. Comment below if you'd want to see this more often on my channel. I'd love to do that. I used to do these a lot more regularly, and I'd like to get back into that because I do still go to the Dollar Tree all the time. I just don't always show it, but if you would rather me show it more often, I certainly can do that. Also, on the same vein, I'm definitely planning on doing a grocery store haul this month. I'm thinking about doing either Aldi or Trader Joe's. It's kind of depending. I haven't been to Trader Joe's in a hot minute, so I'm dying to go. But I also go to Aldi all the time, and I know a lot of you guys are into those hauls. So let me know what you'd prefer in the comments as well. I hope that you'll subscribe if you are new, or maybe you've caught a few of my videos and you're not sure. I would love to have you subscribe and stick around. I upload a lot of drugstore makeup videos. I also do vlogs as well, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.